Together.
That motherfucker came together, dude, and like this said, still saying something like,
Straight
that
up.
motherfucker said, shit, you just moved here from Cleveland. You said at first your mama didn't want you leaving, but you wanted to move up and have a better life. And looking at you, you look like that you that wifey tape. Yeah, that was off the head. So.
What's good with it, man?
What it do, family? You already know, man. The most hardest working man in the game right now. OG. You know how it go, man. I've been doing this shit forever and a day, and I'ma still be doing it forever and a day. Here for the hood, my nigga. You ready? Let's get this shit poppin' then. You gon' ride. All I really wanna know is will you ride with me? Cause I need you right now, baby, ride with me. Baby, ride with me, slide with me for a minute. Yeah, I wanna put you off in something tenant. Listen, see, I'm the type of nigga that'll spoil you. Put that fire in the bed, baby, I'ma boil you. Yeah, so if you want it, come on, get it in. Yeah, see, I'ma tell you that I play the wheel. Yeah, and you the type, I know you play the key. Yeah, and like Chris Brown, I fuck you back to sleep. You know what I'm talking about? What's poppin', Cincinnati? I already know. Man, Kenny P, what's good?
Man, hey, man, TrapDvD, man, hey, I'm glad I can come holler at you, man. Hey, you been, you know what I mean, somewhat, man, sort of, you know what I mean, one of the building blocks, you know what I mean, the foundation, you know what I mean, and even more, you know what I'm saying, the hip-hop scene in the city, man, you know what I mean? So, let the people know, man, that grind, you know what I mean, to get to the next level, man. What did it take for you?
It took a lot of hard work, man, dedication, motivation, and most of all, man, you gotta really do it if you love it. You know what I mean? If you want to do it, it's easy. You know what I mean? If you don't want to do it, you're lazy, it ain't going to work for you, man. But you got to definitely just build up your foundation, man. Start from the bottom, always raise it to the top, man. Good promotion. Put yourself out there. Take a little bit of money, not much. You know, nowadays with social media and Facebook and Instagram and all that, you know, but get your numbers up, man. You know, get your numbers up. Create a buzz. And you can do whatever you want to do, man. The sky's the limit. You know what I'm talking
about? Right. So, not a lot of people know, man. Like, I've been paying attention, you know what I mean, man, to all the work, you know what I'm saying, you've been putting out, man. And you one of the few people in the city, man, you know what I mean, that actually see revenue from out of the game in hip-hop, man. You know what I mean? So, what kind of feeling is that, man?
Man, it's a beautiful feeling, man. But I'm going to first and foremost say that it's a blessing. Because a lot of people, like you said, they active, but they not really making money off their music. So I was blessed to learn a lot, man, when I did my 5-year bit. You know what I'm saying? I sat down, you feel me? And I just studied the game. I studied the business side. That's most important. That's what these niggas fail to do, is learn the business side. That's where the money come in. Anybody can rap, make a song, get a beat, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. But to know the business side of the game and put your shit in order and make sure your shit is registered, copywritten, you know what I'm saying, like BDS, you know, all the background work you got to do. It's a whole bunch of leg work, man, so you got to learn the business. And that's how I started getting paid, by learning the business end of it. Putting my music on iTunes and making sure that it's available to the world, and then promoting it, getting people to download it and actually, you know, stream my music, and then know how to monetize it so I can get paid from it. So anybody can get paid. It's just you got to know how to get paid. If you don't know how to get the money, you won't get the money. If you learn how to get the money, you going to get the money. You know what I'm talking about? So that is as simple as that, for real. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to get the money, man. Study this shit. You know, it's simple.
All right, man. What can you say, you know what I'm saying, you know, getting out, you know what I mean, making an impact, you know what I mean, that you made, man? Because a lot of people, when I looked at, I told people, I'm like, man, you know, a lot of people don't know about, you know what I mean, the work that you've been putting in, but when you look at the numbers, you know what I mean, you're doing the videos, outdoing a lot of people in the city that people try to say, you know what I mean, like, hey, look, these the top people right now, you know what I mean? So what do you feel, you know what I mean, like, separated yourself, you know what I mean, you getting out, you know what I mean, what separated you, you know what I mean, from other people in the city, you know what I mean?
I think the only separation that separated me from the city is my drive, you know what I'm saying, my ability to create music and to work with some of the best people in the game, you know what I'm saying, like Young X, you know what I'm saying, who's produced 90% of my music since I've been home, and took me under his wing and showed me a lot of the game on that side. That's the only up I had on the city, and that I just stayed consistent. That's the biggest thing that kept me above average, was just staying consistent. If you look at the numbers, I dropped video after video, album after album, mixtape after mixtape. I mean, I didn't stop working. So staying consistent really boosts me above. And I laugh sometimes when people be like, these the top people in the city. But like you said, they not really doing nothing. Like, they numbers ain't up, they bread ain't up, you know what I mean? They talking about this and that, but ain't really got this and that. You know, it's just a lot of hype. But when you look at the numbers, like you said, that's when you can really sit back and be like, okay, now, this nigga doing numbers. Like, these niggas is out here and they shine, they doing this, they getting their little publicity on the radio and shit like that. But this nigga grinding, this nigga getting money. You know what I mean? So I think that's the only difference for real. You know what I mean? Is that I stay consistent and I'm really getting money. Like, I'm really earning bread, and I'm really living what I talk in my songs. I'm not perping. If I say something, you gonna see it. If I say something, like I just copped the A7, the A7 is in my video. So go check the video out and you gonna see what I'm talking about. So everything I do is real. It's 100%, man. So that's the only difference with me and the rest of the cats in the city. You know, I take my head off to them. I love them to death, and I respect them all, but, you know, I just got a different grind. I'm just cut from a different cloth, that's all. You know, I'm an OG in the game. You know, like you said, I've been doing it for many years, man. So I already did what they trying to do. So it's just simple as that, and I'm still going. I'm still one of the only niggas in my era that's even still relevant or even active in the game. Not taking nothing from my niggas. I love them to death, but, I mean, do the math. I mean, look at the situations. Look at all the people that was in my era, and look what they doing now. Look what I'm doing now. Need I say more?
Okay. What can you say, you know what I'm saying, you know, getting out, you know what I mean, straight out of jail, you know what I mean, it'd be a lot of negativity, you know what I mean. What was the thing, you know what I mean, that you mainly focused on shaping up, getting into rap, you know what I mean, to be positive? What was most challenging for you?
I think the most challenging part was losing that type of time. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice gap. Like, I did 5 years in prison. That's a half a decade. You feel what I'm saying? When I left, I was already in my 30s. You know what I mean? So when I came home, I was knocking 40. So that was the struggle, because I heard sayings like, oh, Kenny P still rapping? Ain't he old? And ain't he this, that, and the third? So I was facing an uphill battle, you know what I mean? Because people doubted me. They hated on me. They was calling me old and like, oh, this nigga still rapping. He washed up and this, that, and the third. So I had a point to prove. So when I started putting my motivation into proving the haters wrong, into showing and proving, letting them know that there's no age limit on music. There's no age limit on getting money. There's no age limit on living your life or doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? So my biggest struggle was coming home from prison and feeling like I lost so much time and having to start all the way over and rebuild my fans, rebuild my momentum to even do this shit. You know what I mean? So that was a struggle in itself. But like I said, when I got with some of my young niggas, you know, such as Young X and Lantana and, you know, a lot of people that was doing their little thing in the city in a major way, they brung me in and put me up under their wing. Cause they like, he the OG, you know what I mean? A lot of cats was trying to throw me off to the wolves, like, oh, we ain't fucking with OD, oh, that nigga ain't doing nothing. But they embraced me, and I wanted to show them that I still got it, I can do it. And I'm still here today, as we speak, in the studio with Young X, creating hits, DJ RedFx, you know what I'm saying, hosting the mixtape. It's been beautiful. So, you know, it was hard, don't get me wrong, I won't take that from the struggle, but I made it look easy. I knew what I wanted to do. I sat in jail for 5 years with this game plan to come home and be the best I can be. Whether people liked it or hated it, I knew I had a crowd. I had an audience because I was speaking the truth. I was speaking some real shit that people gonna be able to relate to. All that shit you hearing nowadays is mumbo jumbo to me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I can't feel it. I don't relate to it. But when a person hear one of my songs and they be like, oh my God, or he's saying some real shit. That's some shit I was just going through, or that's some shit I was just talking about, or when I do shit for the ladies. You know, people don't do that no more. You know what I mean? And like I said, working with Young X, he wanted me to show that side as well. Like, show your struggle. Talk to the ladies. You know, everything ain't about the streets or hustling or doing this, that, and third. You know, try to talk to the ladies. You know, talk to the youth. You know, then still give something to the grown and sexy. You know what I mean? So my music is in a variety. It's like gumbo. I got something for everybody, from the kids to the old folks. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just created a brand. I came home with a plan.
Right. And your plan, man, like, it seemed to be effective, man, because one day I was on the book, man, and I seen, you know, you was going live, and I see this motherfucker got his shit on iHeartRadio.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'm like,
yeah,
not a lot of people.
That was a movement out of New York, man. You know,
okay.
Shout out to New York, man. Empire, my distributor, you know what I mean, and Urban Life. But yeah, them been blessings, man. That's why I said I think God already had a plan for me. So he allowed these avenues, and everything that's happening is by his grace, and I just appreciate it, bro. But yeah, like iHeart was one of my things, and I performed at the iHeart Music Radio Festival this year. So yeah, that was a big thing. I'm talking about up there with Britney Spears and all that type shit.
Yeah,
so,
see.
It's real different.
And that be shit in the people, like, a lot of people in the city don't even fucking know that.
Nah,
and you
man.
quickly to classify, like, hey, yo, this like motherfucker number one. And, bro, I just said iHeartRadio. What the fuck you talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I think, you know what I mean, like, one thing I always ask all artists, too, you know what I'm saying, do you think the fans care about the perception of an artist being real or what they say?
I think, to be honest, some do, some don't. I've been in the middle of it all. I've argued. I've had debates. And a lot of times you got, don't get me wrong, it's somebody for everybody. That's in life, that's in music, that's in animals, cats and dogs. You know what I'm saying? So some people don't care about it. Some people do. You feel what I'm saying? So when I looked at it, my audience is people that care about it, that want to hear good lyrics, that want to hear good music, that want to hear something that they can relate to. Then I got my son, of course. My son and them, they listen to all that other stuff. So, you know, I think it's a balance, but it's a struggle. You know what I mean? But I just look at it like to each his own. You know what I mean? Like, you got a crowd for this, you got a crowd for this. You got some people that eat pizza, some people that don't. Some people that eat hamburgers, some people that don't eat meat. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just life, man. But I created my own lane, so hopefully the people that look at me and my perspective of the music will enjoy it, love it, support it. You know what I mean?
Okay. And like, when you was getting, like, when you got out, man, the work you was dropping, I was listening. I'm like, okay, bruh. I'm like, bruh, he in the now. He know what's going on. Then when I heard that Panda, I say, okay, bruh, he ain't fucking around now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, he can flow. He in the now. He can go with it. And I was hearing, you know what I mean, a lot of other freestyles you was dropping. You know what I mean, like, just staying active and, like you was saying, you know what I mean, being consistent. That's something that a lot of people ain't doing. And I, you know what I mean, talk with my staff about that a lot. And I'm like, hey, bro, people ain't consistent. That be because they money ain't long.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
So
You got to be able to promote, put work out, studio time. And a lot of time, people can go a little stretch with putting that in, then you don't see them for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you saying, like, hey, actually seeing something in the game, getting something out of it, you know what I mean? I'm always like, hey, bro, it's people like, hey, Kenny P, you know what I mean, Sleep, you know what I mean, Young X, you know what I mean, to where, like, hey, these people actually getting something out of the game.
Right.
And they contributing to the game, you know what I mean? So,
and that goes back to saying that once you learn the business, because if a person really learns the business and they put some money behind themselves, say for instance, and then they money run out, and then they don't have no money coming in, that means that you didn't follow the rules. You didn't look at the blueprint, or you didn't, you know, create a lane for you to start getting back. So basically that's considered like a bad investment. You feel what I'm saying? Some people make bad investments. They invest into their music, but then they don't promote it, or they don't know how to get the money back. Because if they was getting the money back, then it'll circulate to the next project, and to the next project, and to the next video. And then now they making money, they spending money to make money, they making money to spend money. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it just goes back to learning the business, fellas. Learn the business side. Learn how to get you some money out of it, even if it's selling your product. Your CDs by hand. If you got to get out here and hand hustle. We used to sell CDs out the trunk of our car back in the day. We got out here in the streets and sold them $5 a piece or whatever, a couple dollars here and there. You see people out here grinding, selling waters in front of Kroger's or a dollar candy. You know what I mean? So you can sell your CDs the same way. You can make money off of yourself if you really want to. You know what I mean? It's up to the individual. So that's what a lot of guys fail to realize, is that once you putting that money behind yourself, let's say if you drop a single, put some money in it and then get the money back so you can drop another single. You see what I'm saying? And then it goes from there, and it keeps growing and keeps growing. Then guess what? Somebody gonna do you like they did me. They gonna call you and be like, look, what it's gonna take for us to get you to put your music through us? Now you got a distribution deal. Now they cutting a check, 100,000, 150,000. Now look at you. You see what I'm saying? That's how they did me. It was about the grind, learning the business, putting myself out there, and getting with the right people. You know? Now what you know sometimes is who you know. So remember that.
What's the, man, I gotta ask, like, since you done been in the position, you know what I mean, met, you know what I mean, labels, execs, what's the most discouraging thing, man, you done heard?
The most discouraging thing I've heard has always been my age. You know what I'm saying? People look at it as when you get to a certain age, it's discouraging because you're getting older, you're getting a few gray hairs, your body is not, you know what I mean, like you wanted to be, as able to perform and go days and days without sleep like when I was younger. So a label told me one time that, you know, they was looking for younger artists around in their teens, like 19 to 22. And I was like, damn, you know, at this time I was like 37, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can't hang with no 19-year-old, you know what I mean? So that was the most discouraging thing, but I since then proved them wrong. That same label is on the table right now trying to get me to sign with them. So that just show you, you know, what that should do. You know what I mean? So it discouraged me at first, but I kept going, man. I had faith in what I was trying to do, and I made it happen. But that was the most discouraging thing, man. They told me I was too old, basically. I was too old to be signed with them or to be even rapping. Like, let them tell it, you know what I mean? So that was crazy.
Hey, man, the things motherfuckers go through, man, in the game, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I mean, achieve their dream, man. What's the biggest advice that you got for somebody out here that's goal chasing, achieving, you know, whether it be a rapper, you know what I mean, whatever their dream is, man?
Whatever their dream is, my advice to them is to stick with it. Don't give up. That's the only thing. We had a sign, not to even break this down, but I'm going to say this real quick. We had a sign in jail that had a frog in a pelican's mouth. The frog had his hands on the pelican's neck, and at the top it read, "Never give up." That meant a lot to me. I took that picture, I stole it, and put it up under my bed on my bunk. And I looked at that every day. So my advice to anybody, no matter what you're trying to do, what you're going through in life, relationships, music, whatever, never give up, man. Stick to your guns. What you want to do, you will do. Have faith. Pray on it. Let God take control and never give up, man. Never. Never give up.
All right, man. Hey, it's Kenny P, TrapDvD, man. Glad we can holler at you, man.
Yes, sir. Anytime, baby. TrapDvD in the building. Let's go, baby.